DFM in the Scion, a bit of poke, and then catch potential from the Ari on the side of Loud, though. 3 meatballs just walking at you, 4 if you add the Leona in there, and Aphelios standing at the back and hoping that no one can get on top of him.
Yeah, so it's basically just a lot of front to back. I think that you have to give Loud the advantage when you talk about straight up team fights. They have so much durability, and as long as Root is left untouched, he's just going to be free to dish out an unbelievable amount of damage. Just because you've chosen to draft the Nidalee does mean that you can leverage some of the priority that you should be able to get in lanes like mid, to be able to set up invades, try and punish them.
Up here, Steelers around the mid lane as well as Tinones has that wave trying to crash. Tinones still on level 2 as Arya gets the charm, but the flash away from Tinones means that he will survive. Steel diving in though, the never move won't land, and Steel gets first blood. Meanwhile in the bot lane, all ado about nothing as the gank doesn't materialize from Croc.
Wow, but Croc is looking for it now, has the level 3.
They are stepping forward, Zenith Blade flashed by Harp. Good preemptive there. Steel can look to try and catch out this tree. The sapling's going to do a little bit of work. The knockback with Rambo Smash as Croc now isolated. Another spear blocked by Seos. That shield working well for the Leona.
Very good block there by Seos, a much needed one as well.
Meanwhile in the bot lane, Harp, no flash on him. He'll go down. Root's going to take the kill. Still trying to come in from the side as well as Udapon. There's a little bit of damage, but Root and Seos able to escape. You burn the flash and the ghost to do so.
So a nice advantage gained back for Loud as they're able to find a 2v2 kill. Steel is hovering though. Keeping my eyes on the mid lane. Perhaps Arya could be looking for a roam, but for the time being, he's going to stay in mid.
It's very difficult to shut down a Scion. It's very difficult to stop Scion from doing what he wants to do. Loud have realized that. They're basing most of their attention down towards this bottom side, and DFM perhaps looking for a fight as the Zenith Blade lands up towards the top side. Arya already caught. He's going to Spirit Rush away. The Ignite is ticking, and Root will take him. The charge coming in from Toll 2, but he's a little bit late to the party. That train not on time. We are in England after all.
A good plates. And the Herald is actually dropped in mid to not that much great effect. DFM are first on the objective, but Croc with the ultimate is going to drop it.
Nature's Grasp goes down. Sales has the Solar Flare as well. The Root's going to land onto 2. The Solar Flare as well onto Harp. You have to watch him. The Wild Growth's still available as the Dragon is stolen away. Steel's going to have to jump out of the back of the pit, but Root is keeping him in place. Root gets the kill. Udapon flashing away. Harp trying to escape as well. The cleanse, the blast go knocks Udapon into his demise. Seos flashes over the wall to escape Arya, and Loud get the Dragon, get 2 kills, and get the hell out.
Loud walk away victorious as DFM is left scrambling. A very easy executed fight for Loud as they drop the Maokai ultimate. The follow-up is clean, and DFM are left with nothing. And now we find ourselves in a position where Loud are very comfortable knowing that these fights are only going to get better for them. Robo trading very well.
Good
I'm very surprised if Told You. I talked about the bot lane dives. Here comes it now.
Yeah, they're looking for him. Polymorph's going to go down onto Root. They get the dive, they get the kill. DFM get 1, Root shut down. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Seos looking for something, but no support to protect Root means that they weren't able to keep him alive. That's the charge straight into the wall, the flash from Told 2. Sometimes you just got to headbutt a wall and flash out, sending a message,
I think the goal there was just to mitigate the crowd control so that he then had the window to flash out. Of course, doing it at the last second means that he didn't quite get the direction he wanted to go in.
This tower's going to die.
Yeah, and he may very well die immediately afterwards.
Zenith Blade chases him down. There's the stun from the Shield of Daybreak as well. The Ignite is taking a Robo, secures the kill. It's his day so far, and it's definitely Loud's day overall. 1,000 gold lead for them now as they push in this mid lane. Tinones against 3, just controlling the map.
See, now, of course, with Arya roaming bot lane and no plates up anymore,
it's continued control because it's not only about the Dragon itself, it's about forcing DFM into a fight later on. Udapon pulled back with the Gnar, cleansed away, but the Solar Flare finds his mark, twisted advance forward as well, and Tino's going to tank up the tower. That mid lane tower is still standing, but DFM not doing that at all. Udapon falls, and now Loud pushing in the 4v5. The turret goes down, charge away from Toll 2, but Robo keeps the rest of DFM at bay.
And secure those neutrals. Spear will land on the Tinones.
Does still have the flash, and he has Seos as well. Waiting around the corner, another spear dodged by both Seos and Tinones. The re-engage with the Zenith Blade. Root coming in as well. Blue-purple, not the best guns for this position as Ari goes forward. Arya takes 1 pop to stopwatch. The Dragon goes down to Crockett as the rest of DFM look for a little bit more, perhaps desperation in this play. The sapling lands and now the TP into the mid lane by Robo. He's built up that Mega Gnar. Harp's going to have to flash across the wall, but Croc chases him down with a twisted advance. And now Loud can really open up. Udapon stunned with the wallop. He only just came back to life. But OG, air hop stay as Loud clean up the pit down. The Scryer's Bloom spots them as Loud continue to try and open up on it. Robo coming in from the side, the solar flare onto half. The Zenith blade is going to land, but a good decimating smash there from Toltu. Stops Zeus from engaging. Toltu will sacrifice himself for his support. Robo rooted and can't quite get in for that Mega Gnar. Toltu does go down in the end, 1-0 in favor of Loud.
I think that control ward stopped Robo from having vision, but if he saw what we saw, he was going to go for that Mega Gnar plate.
I think there may have been some flame chompers or a charm as well.
Well, either way, right now DFM are a man down, and the Baron has been started. Loud did commit a lot of ultimates. There is a real opportunity for Steel to stay true to his name.
Tino's going to try and keep him at bay. Robo's going to do the same. Steel has to jump away.
Three
The Zenith
members.
blade. Loud realize the only way they're losing this if it's Steel lives up to his name, so they force him away. The Baron secured for Loud, and now 22 minutes in, they are 6,000 gold ahead.
Beautiful play from Loud, playing true to their win condition.
Step up, Toltu trying to do so, but the CC, the threat on the backline from Loud is just far too great. Inhibitor tower in the bot lane does fall, so does the mid. And DFM left wondering where it all went wrong. Inhibitors are the focus now. Loud can still push up very short distance for Robo to join his team. Tin owns Root and Seos step up in the mid lane. Croc just waiting across towards the side as Root. Gale forces forward, hits the Moonlight Vigil, and assassinates Harp. Takes him out of the equation. And currently, the summation of everything is looking well in favor of Loud. The inhibitor falls, as does Toltu. The Gnar onto the backline is flashed away, dashed away by Arya. But Unipon's locked up, and Unipon is shut out of the fight. Loud wanted vengeance. They lost to DFM last year, and right now they're putting them in the...
But Loud sticking to what they won with in game one.
Yeah. Good front to back with a tank in the form of the Maokai, some protection in the form of the Thresh, and Loud, if they can get that early lead or even keep the early game stable, do scale incredibly well. DFM have a little bit more a few more arrows in their quiver, a few more notches on their bow with the addition of this Silas and the Viego, who just gives you a little bit more pressure as the game goes on over that Nidalee. I like the Gragas as well for Toltu, means that he can have some aid.
This does make a lot of sense. You've got to be careful though as Robo gets closer and closer to Mega.
low.
But even with Mega, I still think that they have the ability to get the kill here. Still just trying to buy time.
Robo levels up, hits 4, 200 HP on him.
HP is so low.
Here they go. They're looking for the dive. Flash E, there's the kill. Toltu gets out. Root and Seos know that something may be happening. Zenith blade from Harp, good. Flay away. Root stunned up, though. The Lantern going down, but Root locked down. And Unipon on the board. 2-0 now for DFM.
The chain CC was clean from DFM. I believe it was the stun from Steel into the Q stun from Harp. So even though the Chompers couldn't connect, the CC duration was good. DFM finally...
The first Drake of the game. Robo trading here in the top lane with Tol2, winning it out right now. The wallop into the wall, into the mini Gnar, into the explosive cast, but Tol2 very low on mana. Puts down another barrel. He's going to be able to sustain himself
but look at
up with
Arya
that
making his
happy
way
hour.
up.
As you say, Arya on his way. Robo does have the flash, the boomerang coming out, looking for the hyper charge. Arya comes in, and down goes Robo.
A great roam from Arya potentially.
I think they wanted 6 on Steel. They're gonna get it. Tol2 trying to get away from Robo, flashes up.
Running. They should
Trying
fight
to get away from the twisted advance, but Tol2 with a knockback into the Heartbreaker. Robo low, 150 HP remaining on the Gnar. He's gonna try and kite away. Steel still on the chase. No flash for him, no ult, and Robo gets underneath the tower. Meanwhile, Tol2 tries to dish some damage back out. Steel pops the Hammered Path and will be able to escape, and in the end, the Super Mega Death Rocket finds the Gnar, finds the kill, and Unipon 2-0 to the good.
Croc continues to hover. Tinones will be locked to his mid lane for the time being. Toltu going back to base, but no TP. The engage from
Locked
the
up,
FM.
has the cleanse. The Lantern goes down as well. Root trying to disengage here. The Solar Flare hits, and Root locked up. The flash comes out. Nature's Grasp from the side as well. Moonlight Vigil will give Root a little bit of healing, and in the end, Loud are able to disengage. Croc has the flash. The Zenith blade chases him though, and Arya can dash back in if he wants. Harp though now on the wrong side of the wall. He'll fall. Tinones takes him out. And the gold evens out just that little bit as Arya tries to escape from the Cassio, but could be some pretty difficult clutches to manage to wrangle yourself away from. And the hook landing onto Steel as well means that Seos and Tinones will be able to get another Unipon now taken down in the bot lane. And what was originally disaster for the start for Loud. Steel trying to come in as well with that Hammered Path. You have to do a little bit. Harp coming across.
It's going to be a fight, Medic.
It is, but look at how separated DFM are. The question is, can Toltu get onto the back line? Because that's a good position for the Grag as the hook lands. As Root puts some damage down across the wall. Nature's Grass coming out as well, and Harp and Unipon still able to dodge away from that one, but Steel locked up towards the top side. The Heartbringer coming out, disengages Steel. Seos looking for another hit, hits onto Harp as Arya now stunned up down towards the top side of this fight as Harp is low. Meanwhile, the engage from Tinos, he flashes forward, but already Root is down, and it's all on Tinos to do what he can here, but Arya dashing around, Steel with a Heartbreaker gets one. Seos looking for the hook across the wall, but can't find it. Robo will fall as well, and in the end, it's DFM who come out on top.
It's a one-team fight for DFM, and the 80 carries from both sides were just obliterated. There is very little that can
isolate someone with the Solar Flare, with the explosive cast, lock them up, bring them back into your team, and then take them out. But Toltu stepping a little bit too far forward in pursuit of the Dragon. He will fall. He almost gets away, but Robo in the end does manage to secure the kill. The chase continues as the Nature's Class is going to land a twisted advance, the Solar Flare, but Robo has the Gnar. Steel flashes away from it, and now Croc is in a bad situation, manages to escape with the Lantern. Root up towards the top of the fight is being isolated by Steel, but in the end can just back away to the rest of his team. Arya's on his way here as the pings come out for Loud. Riftail used in the mid lane. DFM trying to keep the tempo of the game up, trying to keep Loud away from the bot side river, but Seos lands the hook. Harp played back, Seos low. Arya diving in. A stopwatch from Seos buys him just a second more time and buys him a way to survive as well. Arya now trying to get away from the Twin Fangs. He dives back in, but Medusa catches him in her grasp. The Loud fans' voices. Brazil, CB LOL never won a best-of series as Seos finds it the play away from the blast cone. Another hook comes out as Thresh can just dish him out for dinner. Steel trying to get away. The Ignite is taken, but the boomerang hits him in the backside and ends his life. BP already from Toltu. They know DFM realize that the tempo has been quickened here. They are called to a battle in the river, but right now Loud have already secured the Baron, and maybe they'll just look to get out. They can retreat instead. Root advances. Unipon has to flash across the wall. Root survives as Steel goes down. Another will fall as Toltu finds himself in the midst of 5. Loud get the Baron, get 2.
For the Baron to respawn, which I think is the slower, safer play. Robo,
Zenith Blade goes in, the hook goes down, and Harp's immediately locked up against the wall. The Gnar coming out as well. Dragon will fall, Steel steals away one, gets the hook back in, as Toltu looks for a re-engage, but the Petrifying Gaze from Tinones is perfect. Arya steals away the Gnar, the cleanse comes out though, and now Arya is in the midst of 3 members of Loud, and they will shut him out. Unipon falls as well, and Loud can see the win in their eyes.
Loud do not hesitate for a second. Even without Croc, they're able to find a fantastic fight, and it's the carries for Loud that come up clutch. They're looking to 2-0 DFM and claim their revenge.
In 2022, it was DFM that denied Loud their shot at Worlds Group. Well, it seems like revenge is a dish best served cold as Loud will face PSG.